Nice track here. I like this song.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here?
My guess is your mom.
And where is everyone?
The nursemaid, they're all dead because they've aged probably 40, 50 years.
Houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Excuse me? Oh, it's the chick that we saw at the city.
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows.
Yep, nice FF9 tune popping in.
Sorolcha has told me a great deal about you.
Okay.
Sorolcha?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
Alexandria! That's awesome. Cool.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Sphene? Wait, you're his queen? No way.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Oh.
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Oh. Oh, that's disgusting.
Then you're both behind the attack on Tulihiola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I.
I hope he didn't put the dick in you, you know what I mean?
It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Okay.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Nah, are you sure? Did they...
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria.
Okay.
Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
A little sus. Little sus.
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know.
Does she have dialogue written on her back? Tattooed on her back?
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself.
Yeah, definitely all Dedge.
What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first.
I'm sorry, Grantia, I skipped
Granted,
that
this is on a
part
much
of the
larger
MSQ.
scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts.
So, like, are we
A number
forward
of
in
Wishitoni
time?
live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Yeah, so we are so forward in time that the Kingdom of
Hold on.
Alexandria has
If we
has
accept,
existed now.
There's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
No, I don't want you to answer. I'm just conjecturing.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
Yeah. I figure I just like guessing.
Ah, you're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty,
Queen
I have
Sphene.
to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tuliolol?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear
I know, right?
responsibility
Like-
for it.
Why couldn't they name her Garnet? I would have been really cool.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through.
I mean, I guess because we have a Garnet
So by all
minion, so
means,
it'd be kind of
show
weird.
us around.
Alright, what's tattooed
I
on
think
her
we'll learn a
back?
lot
That's
from you
gotta
new
be
people.
significant. Like, they wouldn't be showing that off for no reason.
Wonderful. If you would follow me.
It can't be a tram stamp in the middle of her back. That's not the location for tram stamps, okay?
Is that concern or suspicion?
90% concern, 10%
If
suspicion.
things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
Yeah, I'll try. Do chicks still get tattoos? Yeah.
I jest, of course. But you do strike me as the most capable here.
Well, I am the warrior of light after all. Perhaps you may have heard of me. Can't... Oh, she walked away. Clearly. Clearly. I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? Any way you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere proclaiming herself a queen is suspicious. Bro, I am like a cunt hair away from level 100. A royal welcome. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use some more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sphene as well. You know what? I must have been yakking when she said that line, Holy, because I don't remember her saying that line. Oh, that's her dress. Wait, that's not tattooed on her back? It looked like she had kind of like a clear dress. Like not clear, but you know, like, you could see, you know, hold on. Like, I think that's on her back. Like, yeah. Like, see, I don't think that's etched into the dress. More so as like, it's on her skin, and you can see it through this veil thing, right? I think it's on her skin. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tyrol? No. No, we do not. That is really cool, though. Sun lamp with sprinkler built in. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Tyrali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here as well as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrope! It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. Electrope, of course. Silly peasant, Electrope. Is this bridge really necessary? I suppose.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange,
Now they're really going all
the
in with the
traditional
FF9
agriculture practiced in this village at
themes.
least should be familiar.
Queen Sphene? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
We couldn't afford voice actors for them, so
When
there's
she introduced
Nod.
herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
They all have a thingy attached to their head.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
Beep boop.
That's it. Beautifully put. And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
There's something screwy going on here.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
There's something screwy going on around here.
Tuliolo's vow of resolve Wook Lamart and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier.
This reminds me of Dalit.
They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
This reminds me a little bit like of Dalit.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wook Lamont is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawaktanrig to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Dude, okay, we've been making up names the whole time.
Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
I mean, she might have just taken
Your
up a different
mother,
name.
you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
But cool as Jar Jar.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
Dead.
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
Just the one random soldier is a problem? Or is she in... No, she's not in
I have a
this.
question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well,
Nope. Don't know a thing.
I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then...
Everything's all a blur.
Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years? How much is your...
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
In the future.
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago.
So you're telling me that while I'm
Which
stuck
is
in this
not to say
fucking
I
dome,
understand why our
your
perceptions
stole
of
is
the
out there
intervening time are so
aging
radically different.
beyond... No,
We
she
only
wouldn't...
just
I would be
became
the one
aware of
aging.
the discrepancy when
Nobody's
Zoraja's
aging. We're
military base
fine.
was completed, and we
As
were
long
at
as I
last
take care
able
of
to
business
venture
here
beyond
quickly,
the barrier.
we're all good.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
See, I knew it, yeah. I'm the one getting older. Boy, we gotta get this... Hurry, because I don't know if Y'shtola's gonna like me with
30
wrinkles.
years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is a piece of another's. Do you suppose time is still passing faster in here?
I was able to make contact with Y'shtola not long ago via Linkpearl, so that shouldn't be cause for concern. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
Meaning...
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sphene, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
Pocket sand. Pocket dimension.
By all means.
Does it?
Time to see
Are
what
we sure
can
about
see
that?
of Alexandria, then.
That is definitely a tattoo on her back and not stitched into the dress. That's definitely a tattoo on her back.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
There's something really sus going on here.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
Like, they've all got the little gizmo, they've all got the microchips in their brains. They're being, you know, making the frogs gay. You know, that shit.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
Like, there's something going on here. The frogs with instinct in this world did it gay. Yeah, a tour of the agricultural facilities, that's definitely what we need right now. That I'm burning with passion for needing to learn about those. Something very sus going on. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. People wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. You know what they really needed to do too? And it's a shame if they didn't, is they really needed to go kind of all in with the all-female run society of Alexandria. That was probably one of the most interesting parts about it in FF9. And I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Alright, we are max level. Dark Knight. Alright, what is Descendee? Okay. 1 second. The following action in Living Shadow is now... Okay, so it's just me using the move. Okay. Okay, so all right. All right, rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yupyee's Halo, it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There's definitely something I'm sus of. But then again, I was sus of the dad who just turned out to be just a very chill dad. So we'll see. But there's something screwy going on here, I think. Allow me to introduce you to fuck you. One of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather... Do they not know that we just blew up their barrier to come in here? Like, something's really fucking screwy here. Like, am I the only one? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. To it appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. Sorry, I don't know what they talked about. I assume... Is it okay if we walk around yada yada? Yeah, sure. You go on ahead, I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to... Yeah, we haven't done anything to disrupt their lives, merely blowing up their barrier. What do you mean? I shall remain under Wooklamot's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen and fill and spoken to the blah blah blah. We killed their defenses. We killed some dude that was like, I'm yada yada, do the cyborg man. You know, what do you mean we haven't done anything? We have definitely done stuff. We're something not right, man. Yeah, there you go. Xander the Snake Bitten. Exactly. They're saying that you and your visitors are from beyond the barrier. That true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Yupyee's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job's a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. They're all way too happy. They're all way too happy. It's like, you know what it is? It's like Pleasantville. You ever watch the movie Pleasantville? I'm really showing my age here. No one? Copter? God damn it, Copter. Of course Copter would know. We're the old fucks together. Right. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground. Much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We even got a few beds down there for emergencies. Beds for emergencies, like medical, or... You know what? Never mind. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job for instance. I mean, we were all thinking it. I'm glad it wasn't just me who was thinking it, you know? I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there, find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take greatest satisfaction in what we do. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... do you wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields, mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Everybody's having way too much fun around here. I see, don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Mahi. I'm just gonna make up my own things for these now. I don't believe you, Holy. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? I was amazed that everyone loves their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always, they take to their duties with good cheer. These are slave callers. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamati? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. Alright, come on now. She's definitely evil. She's definitely evil. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed that machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment. It's amazing. I never seen anything like it. She's fucking evil, man. Like, kill her now. Just do it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. How can she be evil? She's cute. How have you not watched anime? Ever? Like, ever? Acting up, you say? Those are slave callers? She's a slave driver? Cut her head off now! You needn't worry, my queens, that haven't fairly happened, but simply taken into the water distortion lips. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy and they're releasing into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. I guess I'll have to take care of it. Of course, you're gonna volunteer me. We could take care of it if you'd like. Yes, let's help the slaves and the slave owner. The obvious slaves and the obvious slave owner. That is most gracious of you to offer, but it is much too dangerous. Oh, for fuck's sake, this woman's not real. Oh no, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, there are people in need I want to help, simple as that. But they're so happy! Oh god. And Kate is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Don't you flatter me, bitch. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take all care. Oh god. Gag me. Okay. Kane? Bro, like, one-on-one, you've been involved in a lot of things over time. You know this bitch be fucking evil. Can we just... Okay, never mind, he's walking away. Alright. I tried. This is gonna be a pain in the ass later. I'm just telling you, right now, This is gonna be a problem later on. Right. God, that's my hostile friend. Like, what the fuck? Oh God, it's a fucking. Lot of GCD stuff for me to use. Okay. Oh no, she's definitely evil. She definitely fucking evil. Really? Like, she is super fucking evil. Just a slave owner that loves having the appearance of loving her slaves. More like it. I wasn't born yesterday, okay? I may have been wrong about Papa Guluzjaja, but I ain't wrong about this one. My spider sense is tingling with this one. Exactly, Holy. Nobody likes their fucking work that much. And is like, you know, oh my queen! Swoon! Look, the queen is here! Ah! Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. Okay, gag me, woman. Just gag me. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guest. Well, I called Bakul Jaja was gonna be like a buddy later on. Like, I called that shit a mile away. With this, we won't have to ask the Rule Jazz machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. Bakul Jaja. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. Okay, seriously. That's enough, Mawaza. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. Is nobody gonna question the device on their head, like, ever, anywhere? No? No one? It's fine? Okay. My people are my pride and joy. I'm going to suffocate this woman with a pillow. Of course, you're my precious Stop it! Go away! What the fuck? Die! You seem a good sort, Sphene, that'll admit. You used... Wuklamot, you're killing me. You're physically killing me right now. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. I don't even know what was said. I'm so enraged. By Wuklamot's just stupidity. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Stop it. Do you see those dead eyes when she says that? Yeah. We all see those eyes? Now I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? That was the demon. That was demon eyes right there. Fucking demon eyes, dude. On the cloud. I am, you know. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Okay, all of you I forgive because you're being mind controlled, obviously. Alright, I will spare you a bad fate later. We cannot let this queen live, okay? Like, I know we are a forgive and forget sort, but no. No. She's gotta die. Do you hear that? No. Look, I have a few simps, but bad. Evil.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Oh, yeah. Nearly time for what? No? Nothing? Okay, fine. Fuck you. For the cannibalistic feast, of course. Welcome to the family, son.
I'm glad you could make it.
Make it to what? What are we doing? Namika?
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
You've got the bracelet and everything.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
Old hag in 30 more years? How is she not dead?
Oh.
Huh?
What's the matter, dear?
Anything off the trolley, dear?
It can't be.
Wooklamo!
That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
I mean, yeah, it's the same shit. Do you not recognize
You
her?
know her?
No shit.
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others.
She's literally the
but
exact
rarely
same
did she
person.
ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
30 years?
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
What's up with the weird chair?
Has she no more soul cells?
The fuck is a soul
She
cell?
always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Pourquoi?
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Is this like that one movie where they traded currency, like they traded in time, their like lifetime as a currency?
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship.
I don't remember the name of the
Take comfort in the
movie.
knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
Strangle her now! Kane, strangle her now!
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Her butt ornament makes her look like a butterfly. Gag me. Kill her now.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
There, we'll turn her into a robot slave.
I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
What? Look. Look. There's some fucking... There's some red flags. I don't have any red. I'm waving a red flag.
Is there any
right
way
now
I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Damn right I'm fucking paranoid of fake nice queen.
Let us give them some time alone.
I'm right behind her. I can just pull out the sword and hack her head off right there. Easy. Easy. Let's just do it. Get it done with. Take the thingy off her head. Take thingy off her head. Take it off.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
God damn it.
It's not the end.
Don't smile. Don't smile at me.
Hmm?
Don't fucking smile at me.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred.
Thanks, Grahatia. Who cares?
Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
Big words there, bud.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
Magic.
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
Liar! Liar!
I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents by means unknown.
Erected.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Evil. Evil!
Ah, but of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
What was that?
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Solution 9?
Unfortunately,
It's
I
a Zidane
cannot
limit
take you
break.
directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here.
Stop it.
I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question.
Yes,
Permit
I hate
me
him.
to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount.
You're so full of shit. You are so full of shit.
I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm.
That doesn't answer the fucking question, bitch.
It is a ruler's duty.
Shut up. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't... No.
Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course.
I am very...
Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's gonna be a grave, isn't it? It's gonna be a grave. We're not even gonna get to see Aaronville's mom. Yeah, okay, yep. Yeah.
It's not as if we have other pressing business.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
until
glad
we can get into
You
this
finally
Everkeep anyway.
noticed? What are you doing this whole time?
Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
There we go. Glitch in the Matrix. Alright. We're finally starting to get it now.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
The Queen
How can
walked
you not
away a
know
little
who she
too
is?
early.
You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
The cloud. Okay, this is embarrassing that I'm literally dressed up as him.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Okay, so are we all on board now? Are we all on board with me now? Do we all get it? Do we understand? Oh God, Holy, you're spamming? Oh my Jesus. What's going on? How could Popone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Holy, you're... Oh my God. Go away. Gonna spam that all day. No, don't follow me. This person. Alright. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. Holy, pick up the phone! What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she'd spent time here, I would remember. Alright, so... I told you those devices were full of shit. Do I recall caring for someone until recently? And you say that it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. I am Cloud. Those are some big-ass wings. Wait, are you being carried by something? Nope, those are your wings. Okay. I think it's like the Link Pearl emote. Like, you know, calling via Link Pearl. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We'd have felt a surge of either corresponding to the Act 2, and I sensed none in that moment. I saw the thingies on their heads go dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Popone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Oh yeah, you saw it too, Alize. Could there be a connection? Someone always said something about soul cells. But who might we ask this about? If we continue making such inquiries, I suspect we would only cause confusion. We ask the Queen, of course. If we can't readily solve this, perhaps we could search for Kakuya instead. She's not going to remember Aaronville at all. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Although it would be kind of weird for the Queen to direct us to Aaronville's mom and then have her just forget him, but impossible. Okay. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy... What do you mean it looks dangerous? What about that looks dangerous? Ooh, ah! It does not look dangerous. Okay, Woogalamat's got no brain cells. At all. Should we give chase? She is a terrible judge of character. I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Yeah, okay. The Queen is obviously, like, evil. That is just like a little helper machine. Like, when you looked at, like, C-3PO or R2-D2, did you go, dangerous? Like, that thing is less menacing than C-3PO and R2-D2. Look, there it goes! Oh yes, so dangerous looking. I quiver in fear. Quiver with fear, not in fear. Quiver with fear. You found it! Yeah, it went that way. To the northeast, and it must be bound for the mines. Come on, then. Come on, then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Man, I don't care about no traps. Gotta get to the bottom of this shit. Why am I just standing there? Oh, so I had to wait for Alizé before I started moving. Okay. Get your gun. I went through your Gundam's legs. How about that, Holy? How about that, Holy? Curse you and having flight already and being faster than me! Well, it was a Gundam at that point, okay? I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap, but you ready for a fight, everyone? I was born ready. Oh, one moment. Gotta grab this ether current. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Okay, this one needs to be voice acted, please. I feel like it's gonna be with the build up. Yeah, this one's voice acted. You can kind of tell which ones are gonna be voice acted with the sound and stuff. I'd be shocked if it's not.
What is this?
I am. Oh, hey! Hey there! Ladies, there's plenty of me to go around!
It really is you!
Okay, so Mama does recognize him.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elder.
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun bun?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
Yeah, you could introduce me to the lovely pink-haired woman.
No.
Women. Pink-haired women. They're twins?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place.
Twins, Basil.
How are things still going,
Twins.
stranger?
Twins. Oh, hello. That's it? Oh, well, hello to you too. She knows I'm staring at her. What if I went over here? Alright, I kid. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Alright, let's hear what she has to say. I can handle it just fine, Holy. Hopefully this is not gonna be voice acted though. I am not imitating her voice. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Aldessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this is just a body that I can control remotely. I use this for our operations. Okay, so sure, her real body's actually somewhere. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zorelja's ambitions for conquest. As a leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see, whimsical appearance notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath their feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Notice they don't have the slave collars. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for this? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zorelja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology, and we don't wear it is we don't wear it is indeed related to our something. What exactly does it do? It makes you a slave. Allow me to explain. Geode? Your name is Geode. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Okay. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource, a payment for services rendered. The Void Scent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly I expect that the act comes with some risk. I don't remember you. I don't remember that thing. I don't remember that thing. Whatever that thing was, I don't remember that thing. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? That was Zeramis? It didn't, dude, that angle did not do him any favors. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence? The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearers, so if they should suddenly die, the memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what it's meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. Oh no, not random cyberpunk, dude! In the tracksuit, you see when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulators. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. So now he has an extra life? Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. Remembered. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokyu's philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, he does consume mushrooms, Holy. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. It all comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe the Tirali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. I still think she's evil. Ah, so you've already met? She is the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She's also said she wants to help us stop Zorolja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction and speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is a natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. Sus. It's all sus, dude. Ba 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 ba, trumpeting music. Nostalgia? Firearms make the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them for our use. Her name is Nostalgia. Interesting. Goddamn alpaca. Everyone here? Good. It's the responsibility of the Thunder Yards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Or Strika. Strika, Waka, Reka. Yeah. Holy is indeed doing that. Oh, another cutie pie. Alright. Maybe? Yeah. Kakuya, what are you doing here and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphene's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves if anything should go amiss. I will take full responsibility. Yeah. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. At Dangerous Side, there isn't really much to see. Akuya said you're a hunter. Would it easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up some savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible, either. Yeah, let's dodge lightning. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Of course, in which case I'd be ashamed to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should slay what we can. Aaronville's like, I don't fight. I have a frying pan. I guess he did shoot some robots. I guess that counts, yeah. Hey, Copter, thank you for subbing, man. Thank you for the support, my dude. The fuck is that thing? This one will do nicely. Thank you for the 46-month resub! Reprime, baby! We'll help you! It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. So she's gonna let herself get killed so we can watch a demonstration? I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. I raise you a 107-month resub. Thank you, Holy. We're just like, okay, she's dead, and then... "12 preserve." She needs healing! So is that what happens when every time we get revived after wiping in a raid? Are we just losing our souls over time? Nah. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. And it charges again. Okay, now they're going to overdrive mode. Like Zorolja did. Can you only do that when you die? Can you only go enter this mode when you die and expend a soul to revive? Just like Zorolja. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulators? Obviously. No big deal. Death means nothing to us because we can just come right back. Very convenient. How many times does it work in battle? I think I understand how Zorolja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, as if you were possessed, your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me, you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form could only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Fucking Xander. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of peoples and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural energy. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Alright, yeah, we need to go grab the soul of the dragon guy. What's his name? Yeah, let's go grab his soul. Okay, I saw that using too many, but changing one's form to the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. Then you get bunny ears. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. Can you become a sexy bunny? You probably could, yeah. While we all have our thoughts on souls for now, the important thing is to know what power Zorolja has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliyolal's concern. With his newfound power, Zorolja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Alright, we're getting close to the end tonight. I'll get like probably... We'll try to get a few more... You know what? I got an achievement, so it almost seems like that's the best place to end there. And then do a really long stream. Okay. With the pacing that I'm doing, you know, reading everything and stuff, this area is short? Okay. Like, how much more time is there? Okay. Then that's fair. Embracing Oblivion. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. Earth and Sky? Okay. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Is there a chance at my pacing that if I did a long stream tomorrow, I could finish the MSQ? We are at level 97 questing, after all. Yeah? Okay. Then we'll shoot to finish it tomorrow, and then have an FF7 run on Monday. Alright. Okay. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliyollal and Alexandria. And while Zorolja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here, I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakuya and our people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains they share our desire to stop Zorolja, and it is his mom. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? Because the Queen is sus. It's simple, really. Their leader is Aaronville's mother. I mean, it's very simple. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zorolja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that we've been heartening to have allies in this strange realm, that it would be heartening. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves but everyone in Tuliyollal. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kashuya, but I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zorolja for good and all. Cashew, yes, cashew. What's more, I trust you, Aaronville. You always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? I trust you as well. So, well, that's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Kashuya. Kashuya, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zorolja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Ah, yeah, she'll hesitate a bit. Like us, you and yours oppose Zorolja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. Ooh. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goals, so fight with me. I beg of you. They look a little concerned. Don't worry, twins, I get it. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. I call working with the twins! Dibs on the twins! Thank you, Kakuya. Everyone together will achieve great things, I'm sure of it. I'll take a couple machinists in my team. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zorolja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. Two chicks at the same time. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it can only be the queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zorolja will eventually march on Tuliolal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility to leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No. He'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that I can only guess, for he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliolal again like he said he would. I see. If you believe this the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolal will require that Zorolja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan! While we wait for Zorolja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you the Oblivion's main quarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sphene said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. Yeah, something sus about the Queen. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Okay, so this next quest is me entering the last area, right? Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? Absolutely. After all, names are good to know when working together. Oh, I thought you were going to introduce yourselves. Oh, here we go. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayaki. I'm Nostalgia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. You can surveil me all day long. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwi is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tuliolan, our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Yeah. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard! Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Oh, it's fine, sweetheart. It's fine. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't faintest idea how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. Ah, Elena Spia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kashua. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Yeah, just show me over to the twin beds. If you know what I mean. Alright, here we go. What are we doing here? Got some. Meanwhile, in Everkeep. Here we go. Now it's the creepy music. Oh, here we go. I knew it.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require, is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliyola? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
She's planning something.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
His voice sounds a little different, I think, like Age.
To kill them is my only recourse.
I think it's
Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
Yeah, no, seriously, you had to cheat to beat him.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wook Lamont, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliyola.
What now?
I guess that concludes negotiations. Solution 9. Right, Kashuya's waiting. Let's head to the tower. Okay, I think this is a good spot to stop, right? Because we're right about to enter Solution 9, which is, I guess, the final area, right? You want me to enter the town first? I'm running out of time. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, but I'm running, but food places are closing. Alright. Yeah, I'll enter. Alright, we'll enter the 10. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zerolja's minions to deal with. There's no way to ask if we're registered first. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Your appendix explodes. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Good Queen, my ass. There's something's going on. Get it? Solution 9? Yeah, like the Zidane's limit break.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zerolja's Dominion, do you not?
You had me at Explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Indeed, I am very keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
To roam,
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
I want to go near
All right, then.
that.
We'll show ourselves around.
All right. It's pretty
Yes.
cool looking.
Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Okay, Gratia, you don't have to hide
Try
your
not
excitement
to
that
enjoy
much.
yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
For real.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Okay, there they go. They
I
just
shall
took
speak
the-
with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go great. Do you hey, random person, do you recognize this earring? Nope.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
We were. Oh, so far anyway.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
God damn it, dude! She's on my dick all the
Not that I'm
time.
scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is, Wook Lamont. Goodness gracious. We're just her bitch. True. Alright. Okay, that first reel has to end it. So we will continue from Solution 9 tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thanks for the support of being here. Appreciate you all. Have a good rest of the evening or morning, whatever time it is for you guys. Thank you for being awesome.